So in this week's episode of the Creative Confidence Catch Up, today I'm going to be talking with Ed. Ed, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, hello. My name's Edd Moore. I'm a teacher and eco coordinator at a primary school in Dorset.
Awesome. So it's been great to, we've been connected on LinkedIn for quite a while, haven't we? And it's been great to kind of hear how at the moment, like, you're doing stuff with teaching and creativity, getting kids involved and doing all some really great stuff. So I'm going to ask you a question. When you first started on your journey as a teacher, I suppose, how was your confidence? How were you like, do you feel your educational experiences when you were a kid, as a child, were as good as to what you were trying to offer now?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was really nervous when I started out teaching. I know I think I didn't have much self-belief in myself. I didn't think I could do it. I think that stems from my childhood education. I didn't start to read till I was like sort of 8 years old, and I struggled speaking. I didn't, I was a late speaker as a baby, as a child. Had lots of sort of speech and language, and yeah, I know I had a bit of a stammer as well, which I've still sort of got. Still got a little bit of a stammer. Yeah, I think I just found it really tough growing up as a child in education. And then I think that's really helped me with my teaching, and to show everybody that actually you can do it if you want to. If you want to be a policeman, a firefighter, a teacher, it doesn't matter what you did at school, because I didn't come out with fantastic grades. I really struggled academically at school, and look at me now, like a national award-winning eco coordinator. Who would
Amazing.
have thought that?
It's great. I love the idea that, like, I suppose with your own experiences, you are advocating to the community that, well, your own experiences, and this is okay, this is me, and this is who I am, and like kind of helping other people. Like we were talking previously, weren't we, about the idea of practical learning. Now for me, I feel practical learning is a lot more easier to digest than read a book. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I think practical learning is so me. I enjoy getting out there and doing things rather than sitting there in front of a book, or someone talking at me about explaining, like, what needs to be done. I'm more of a doer. I want to get out there and experience it, and those life skills are so important. And I'd recommend it to anybody. Have that opportunity to go out there and experience all kinds of things, and those life skills are so valuable. And you don't get taught those either.
No.
You have to go out and do it all yourself, and
Some
it didn't. It's helped me.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, some of these things, like you saying, like some of the stuff that doesn't get taught in education are probably the more important things. So the fact that you are like going out doing some of the stuff that we will be talking about in a moment, what you're doing, it's really great to see, and obviously inspiring other generations to just be practical and do. By learning in a practical way, we get better results a lot of the time. So in terms of community, who would you class as your community, and how would you feel they have supported you through your journey up to now?
Community, I would say, businesses, local businesses, charity organisations like the Rotary. They've been awesome. They've got such a wealth of knowledge and expertise, and that they can offer, on a voluntary basis, from builders to accountants to finance to all kinds of different things. And they've always been very supportive of the environment work that's been going on in the school, and they've always put their hand up to help build something, or or put something together for us. But also businesses. We've got a garden centre up the road that have always donated seeds and compost and plants to us, and always or given us some expertise of what we should be doing or what we shouldn't be doing. And I suppose like mentors as well. I've got some post mentors that are environmentalists,
Oh wow.
who have always like on a local scale, have always been there to a listening ear or a bit of advice from them to help me push me in the next directions, so to speak.
That's ace. And that's the thing, isn't it? Like, as when it comes to community, like, it's great to know we have community around us. And sometimes, like, I don't know how you felt in the past, but like sometimes when you feel like, oh, I'm on my own, I need to do this, I need to do this, I've got to know all of this, when really, as long as you, I suppose, start to connect with those people, or people that you think that can support you, once you take that first step in reaching out and talking about what you need help with, it's then only with that step you can progress.
Yeah, definitely. And people in the community are, the ones that you really need to connect with if you want to, if you want their support or you want to take that next step. There's a wealth of knowledge and expertise there that is just crying out for people to like connect with. And it's amazing the kindness that's out there that are willing to help support you along the way.
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of like you as a teacher, could you tell us a bit more about like the eco projects and the outdoors projects that you currently working on at the moment?
Yeah, of course. So our journey's been going like 10 years, and we started from like literally
Awesome.
nothing to, to having amazing gardens and nature areas and things. Um, and obviously winning some amazing national awards for what we do. So yeah, at the moment we're working on a big campaign. We want to connect. So there's a town called Poundbury where we're based, where it's King Charles's little village that he's
Oh,
like town that
really?
he's putting together. Yeah, a sustainable town that he's been building for the past or since 1996. So it's been going for quite a while, nearly 30 years. It's in its final stage at the moment. So we want a safe cycle lane / route from Poundbury to Dorchester, which is like the main town. So we're writing letters. Well, the children are writing letters. We spoke to the Duchy last week, who are fully on board, and they just want to get around the table with our local council to try and, excuse the pun, get the wheels in motion. So we're working on that. We're doing a big thing on powering down in school. So the children have come up with a really good idea where they encourage everyone to power down. And if they're powering down, each week the money saved from powering down will go into a pot, and classes can apply for that money, but they can only apply if they've been powering down correctly. And there's spot checks. There's random spot checks to see if classes are powering down correctly. And it's worthwhile. It's working. We're saving about 10% each month at the moment on our electricity bill, which it all counts. And then our final thing that we're doing, we're putting together a seed library, a seed bank with the local garden centre.
Oh, brilliant.
Where people can come and drop off the seeds. You buy loads of seeds and you think, I don't need all those seeds, but you can come drop them off with us, and then you can exchange them. So if you see something within our cabinet that you want, then you can just drop what you don't want and then pick up what you do need, and it just keeps it. You don't have to buy it; it's all free.
That's amazing. See how like obviously your confidence is like growing. What's quite nice is that you were kind of saying like, this is what I know about. I suppose helping those around you is like passing that on to like the kids to let them to take action on things within society that need to change.
Yeah, 100%, and it's so rewarding. The children get so much from it in the classroom, and then it's fantastic that they go out into their homes and tell their parents what for, and tell them, we need to reduce our litter, we need to reduce our single-use plastic, we need to get on our bikes more, mum and dad, and then they're having to go at me at the school gate saying, "Oh, what you done to us, like Mr. Moore? What you turning us into, like." But it's good though. It's good, it's good banter at the school gate, and it's obviously working. And they're all really enthusiastic to want to take part, and like you said, yeah, it's grown my confidence. Like having something that I'm passionate about, I can talk an awful lot about. Whereas, when I was a kid, I couldn't really talk about an awful lot. I was really shy and quiet, and
And it's finding that, don't you find? Like
yeah,
finding, because like this week I've been kind of talking about what is your why, or what gets you up in the morning, sort of thing. And there are a lot of people that haven't really answered it. And I'm thinking, why is that? But some people actually don't know what gets them out of
no,
bed in the morning, do they? Which is
no,
quite an interesting one.
no, they don't know. And it's always, I think it's always important to try and find that why. Why do you want to get up? And for me, uh, I always think kindness breeds kindness. That's always been my motto, and it's so important. If you're kind to somebody, eventually it will come back to you like a boomerang sort of thing. It'll just be passed on like a domino effect, and eventually it will just come back round to you. And that's funny enough something that I did a few years ago. At school. Well, if I say it now, everyone will probably know now anyway. But
It's all good. The secret's
it's all
safe
good
with
though.
all these people.
It's all good. So I bought everybody a present in the school. Every staff member got a present, from the head teacher all the way down to the lunchtime supervisors. Everybody got a present, and no one knew it was me. No one had a clue.
Amazing.
And it was just purely the morale was down. It's during COVID. Everyone was a bit flat, and I know it just brought a bit of buzz around the place. Everyone getting all these presents, and it was all related. All the presents were related to the environment, or mindfulness, or yoga, or something like that they could actually physically use to help them. It just brought a buzz, across the school, and no one had a clue it was me. A present was left for me, and I didn't realise the head teacher was behind the door hiding. And I looked around. I picked up like 7 o'clock at night, thinking that no one was around, and she was hid behind the door. And she got me, and she was like, "I can't believe it was you. You weren't even in my top 5, let alone my top 10." And I think still to this day, most people just don't know.
It's great though that like something like that little thing that somebody can do, it can help people, like, I don't know, in so many ways. Like it's like a gift or something like that, out of the blue, like really unexpected. That could have made someone's day like in an instant, because you don't know what's happening in people's lives, do you? And the fact that like just by giving, no matter what, or just, you just never know what it can achieve.
Yeah, totally agree. And like you said, like just like the smallest of presents, or like a kind word, or doing something,
Something so small,
something you wouldn't normally do for somebody else, helping them carry their bags, or just doing something, at your workplace that, for somebody else that, perhaps isn't having a good day, or like you said, you just don't know what's going on in people's lives. And it's always really nice to do something kind for somebody else.
I love it. No, it's been really great to have you on anyway today, Ed. It's been really much appreciated. So just a last little bit, any words of encouragement or words of wisdom that you'd like to give some insight into for people?
Yeah, I think, if you ever want to set up an environmental, campaign, or, if it's children or young people, get a group together, and, think about a really good project that you want to embed within your community, and it could be something as simple as like litter picking. That really gets the whole community together, and then it brings, it brings many people together, and do it regularly, do it once a month sort of thing. And you would be amazed by how many people want to come out and do some litter picking, like from family members to young people, shops, businesses, you name it. They'll want to be out doing their bit sort of thing.
Yeah, a great way to kind of get people together. And I suppose it's like the fact that when people are working together, a lot more can be achieved, and also it reduces that isolation that some people might face. They might live on their own or whatever, and bringing those people together, that's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely. And even sign up a business with it. Like Waitrose are always keen to give out their free fruit and veg, like, or biscuits or whatever, to support the locals, or even like a cafe or something. I know when I do free litter picks, there's always a local cafe that are always willing to give out free hot drinks. It's good little PR for them, but it's great to be supporting a great community event too.
That's brilliant. No, it's been great to speak to you today, and thanks for your insights.
No worries, Amy. No, thanks for the opportunity. We appreciate it.